Welcome to A Life True to You community. My name is Dr. Jillian Riggert, and this community was created to support people in coming back home to themselves after years of abandoning parts of who they are in order to be who they thought they needed to be to feel valuable, worthy, and enough. I had catalytic events that happened in my life when I was a surgical resident and I was in the military. That included utilizing an illness that became life-threatening in order to cope with what I perceived to be a combination of burnout, moral injury, existential crises, and spiritual crises. I had gotten to where I thought I needed to be in order to feel fulfilled, whole, enough, yet I had a deep pain of emptiness inside, and I was exhausted. In 2016, I sought care at a residential treatment center for anorexia, and they were not able to keep me because my heart rate was too low. So I was transferred to a medical hospital where I sat on a bed with that deep pain of loneliness. And in that experience, I became well aware that my achievements, my credentials, my career titles, they weren't there to comfort me. They weren't there to save me. Yet all the people that I pushed away in my life because I thought maintaining a social life was getting in the way of achievement and success, I thought about all those wonderful people. And when I went back to my residency after that hospital couldn't keep me, I did the only thing I knew how. I went back to residency. I went back to work. Many of us can use work to cope with that deep pain inside. And we may know that something's off, but we're not quite sure what. And when we look around, everyone seems to be putting their heads down and chasing the achievements. So it can feel wrong to step off that merry-go-round and reclaim the narrative on what it means to live a meaningful, purposeful, intentional life. Focus on what matters. Nurse and author Bronnie Ware found that when she was working with people who were dying, one of their top 5 regrets was, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. And that was what I felt when I was on what could have been my deathbed. So I come here to share parts of my journey with you and parts of the journeys from the guests on the channel in hopes that it helps you to reclaim your narrative and create an intentional life focused on what matters to you, detaching from many of the systemic narratives that often drive us further and further away from what will bring us peace and fulfillment in our life. So if that resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and please share with anyone else who may benefit. This is your day. This is your time to create a life that's true to you.